What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse, and we are sitting pretty at 2-0. Finally breaking even on one of these, thanks to this Izzet No Phoenix. No Arclight Phoenix deck. This felt really good, honestly. I'm not sure what events are coming up this weekend, but I would not be surprised to see a deck like this, just based on this small sample size of games, like how powerful it's felt, to see something like this perform well and break out. Beyond just the 5-0 it's already posted in Magic Online results. We've gotten ourselves out of some pretty sticky spots. And yeah, here's an example of a hand that just looks awesome. Op Search, dive down to protect Enigma Drake. We're missing removal, but if we need to find it, these two cards will help us. And our opponent took a double mulligan. So this might be a freebie. They kept. Land Elf, okay. I guess we'll opt here to see if we find Shock or something. Second Enigma Drake. With the Spell Pierce, considering their double mulligan, I'm kind of tempted to keep it. We might just be able to close the game out quickly if we can protect one of these. Or both. We'll get Search going here. And hopefully this will help us find a land. Yeah, we'll take the Shock. And I think we're going to chart. And Shock. Probably Spell Pierce is not going to be that good against them. Whereas I think the double Shock will be. And let's just keep them off a Planeswalker here. So now next turn we can play land Enigma Drake. Hold up, dive down. Or alternatively, we can just go Enigma Drake Shock, let them kill it. Since they are stuck. Well, no, probably playing with it the dive down way is safer. So if they do play like a Planeswalker and try to kill it, then we can just crack back on the Planeswalker. Alright, this is pretty sweet that we get to untap like this. Alright, Stone Rain them here. And based on how this played, it seems unlikely that they're going to have an answer to both. They didn't have an answer last turn, so just play another and we can potentially have the win next turn. Because either here they're drawing an answer that they can't cast, like Chupacabra, or they're drawing a land which does not enable them. Like, it seemed like they didn't have removal last turn, so I don't know if they have a good draw here. Yeah, they don't. Okay. So perhaps in a match like this, the shocks are not amazing. They are valuable. The Niv-Mizzet might be a little expensive and hard to protect. Someone in the comments mentioned maybe taking that out. I like the star, just in case. I also kind of like thinking about bringing in more entrancing melodies. Like, we don't probably need all the shocks. Like, entrancing melody could be really good in this matchup. The planeswalkers could be good too, to try to overload their Vraska's Contempts. On the draw, I think I feel okay taking out Search. Especially since we're not sure exactly what they're on. And bring in the strokes. We just want to keep them off a planeswalker, I think. And we can kind of handle the creatures with everything else. So yeah, let's try it like this, and then we'll see. See what they have, what technologies they're bringing in. Oh, we got a zero lander here. All right, our opponent mulligans, we mulligan. With the chart and just the scry, maybe we keep this one. Because if we have a red source on top or a blue, like any land, I think pulls us out of this. We're on the draw, so we'd get technically 3 looks for a land. 4 looks now with opt. No elf from them is good. I think we're just gonna Lava Coil this now. Save the melody for something later. I just don't want to take the beats from it. And now next turn we can chart or opt if we miss land drop. Didn't even have a follow-up. Both of those are good. The shock seems like it's not so good right now. There's a chance I should have played that untapped in case I have a 4-mana planeswalker here. Nope, just Fine Broker. Fine Broker for nothing. I guess we're holding up Counterspell here, taking 3 and opting. We really can't play the Crackling Drake without Spell Pierce or something to protect it. Our hand's just too fragile otherwise. Enigma Drake. We can try Drake plus Spell Pierce here. Yep. We got him. Alright, we'll do Discovery, look for land. Find none. This is an interesting question. Both these cards are good, but if we double bin them, it goes to 8, which means we can potentially kill them the following turn. It goes to 9. Yeah, so this sets up a 2-turn clock. And we get to fish for land. Yeah. So finding the 3 extra damage there was really nice. Stroke counters at Chupacabra. Spell Pierce counters like a Vraska's Contempt, so does Stroke. So I feel like we're in a pretty good spot to protect this here. Vivian Reed. Do we... I mean, with 1 mana left, does it matter? I guess technically we're supposed to Disdainful Stroke it. Yeah. Alright, Enigma Drake gets it done. Big flyers don't care about your ground game. Claim prize. Alright, so we're up to 3-0. Really nice. Another quick round. 11 minutes there. So let me know what you thought of the sideboarding. It just seemed like, you know, that second game, we had the melody, but our opponent's draw was so slow that it didn't seem to matter. But I could have imagined an outcome where if they had a lot of 2-drops, it would have been good. But alternatively, we could have just left in Lava Coil and not tried to care so much about stealing their stuff. I guess the outcome that you're bringing this in for is if they sneak a Wild Growth Walker down and grow it above 4 toughness, right? That's where pretty much you're going to have to rely on Star of Extinction. I'm trying to think of like what other creature we'd really want that we wouldn't just want to kill, that we'd want to steal. Perhaps if we're in a situation where we're racing, we've had a really low like spell count draw, and we just need to steal something to block while we chip away with a flyer. So it's hard to say. I mean, it's very contextual, I guess. Whereas if we just try to max out on Lava Coils, maybe even over Shocks, because Lava Coil hits almost everything in their deck. Yeah, this is kind of a tough matchup to, I think, plan for. Though it just seems like the most obvious card to bring in has to be the Disdainful Stroke. So that's where you're starting. The Spell Pierces seem good. Don't want to cut them because they are pretty all in on tapping out for a Planeswalker as their like quote unquote response to your flyer. Signing out, so basically what? Side out 2 Niv-Mizzet, bring in 1 to Disdainful Stroke. Side out a search, bring in a Lava Coil. You could side out another search and bring in a Beacon Bolt, which we didn't do. No, bring in the Star of Extinction. And then we could side out the Entrancing Melody for the Beacon Bolt and play it like that with just the 8 Drakes and just protect the flyer. They win the game so fast that you really just need to protect 1. So, all right. Something more to think about. Let me know what you think of that plan in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's much appreciated. And we'll be back again soon with the next round.